Hello. Today's video, I'm going to focus on meditation, which I don't like to call it meditation. I call it the state of being, which is the state of your soul. So I would say don't even call it meditation. Let's just call it the state of stillness or the state of being, because that helped me a lot when I learned that. One reason why I don't like to call it meditation, or I'll say it now, but I know that it confuses a lot of people because collectively there are many words where many people don't actually understand what the words mean, like enlightenment, God, meditation. There's many more, but that's just like some. Like for example, like the Christian faith thinks like God is like a guy that looks like Zeus that lives in the clouds. So I don't think that's true. I just think God is consciousness itself. Like just life itself is God. So that's like one example as to like why the human collective is confused on so many words because so many people believe so many different things. But we're going to focus on meditation today because it is the only thing that really is spiritual or like that will make you become enlightened or spiritual. It's kind of just like it will become if you meditate, it will become a practice at some point because it's like the organic self of you is meditative. So, but remember, it's the state of being. What is being? Being is the soul. It's when you drop the ego behind and the soul gets to come forward. Most people, the ego is in the front and the soul's just kind of in the back. It's just always there, just saying hello. So when you quiet the mind, which is how one would meditate, the ego kind of just falls back and the mind becomes peaceful and still. When you first start to meditate, if you want to start today, tips, huge tips. The only tip there's only one thing you got to do. Sit still, get comfortable, and let the thoughts just pass. Don't try to control your thoughts. Don't try to like silence your thoughts. That just adds more energy to the thoughts, which is actually the wrong thing to do. So if you are a beginner of meditation, one, use your intuition. Use your intuition to when you'll know when to stop. It won't be long. It'll be a few minutes. Don't put like a mindful length of time though on your meditation. Like I got to meditate for 5 minutes. Don't do that because that's again just putting more mind stuff into your meditation, which isn't really going to work. Like to improve your meditation, just be intuitive. You'll know when to stop. It won't take long. You'll just have like it'll be like a click moment. Like, okay, that's enough meditating. And if you are a beginner, your mind is probably loud. So there's going to be a lot of thoughts happening. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Everything is fine. Everything is always okay. Be kind to yourself. Too many people are very hard on themselves. So just meditate and watch your thoughts. If they're really fast, just acknowledge it. Oh my gosh, my mind goes a million miles an hour. I mean, that's how most people are, so don't worry about it. Over time, because you're not feeling your thoughts, they will slow down. And then the mind gets quieter and quieter and more peaceful. And in the silence is when you will realize that you are the soul. And that's like pretty much what enlightenment actually is the realization and also just having the mind be quieter. And with a quiet and silent mind makes you present to life itself. your life will become better that way. It's major, major, major stuff. Also, speaking for myself, meditation just becomes a lifestyle, but it's not really. At first, at the egoic level, you like don't really want that because it like kind of kills the ego in a certain way. So it's like, oh, that sounds awful. But when the ego keeps on dissolving, it just becomes organic. So I encourage meditation. At first, probably just do it once a day. I don't know. I would do it every day for a few minutes, just a few minutes a day. You'll start to love it. After probably like a month, maybe less, 2 weeks, you'll start to get more and more into it because you'll realize it's very helpful in just your everyday life. Just, you won't be as angry. Like stuff will stop bothering you. And you become smarter. You become a lot smarter because you allow the divine intelligence of God in your soul to come through your mind instead of the ego mind. So you become like insanely intelligent in a divine way, not so much reading books and not so much like in the third dimension. But being smart in the third dimension is fine. It's just a different type of intelligence. Well, I guess that's all I'm going to say about meditation. I very much encourage it. It's very important on the spiritual path. But to also say the spiritual path is the only true path, like in humanity. Like if you're just chasing stuff, like egoically, it's just like an empty life at the end of your life. You can be like 80 years old and it's somewhat empty. You'll start to realize that with wisdom. I don't say any of these things to like bother you, but it probably bothers the ego. The ego will get bothered by the truth. The truth is the truth, and it's there to bother the ego sometimes. Don't worry, I've been bothered many times. It's kind of just how it goes. Or at least the ego has been bothered many times. Well, I guess this is good. I'm going to wrap up the video now. Thank you for watching.